Hello, and welcome to Rejuvenature. This podcast is dedicated to helping you find health in this toxic world. I am Dr. D.K. Geyer, and I will be the host for this show. Hello, and welcome. In working with clients over the years, I've noticed certain trends. People who feel stress and pressure to get things done, but never seem to have enough time to do them. The common theme is many of them simply lack time management skills. They do have the time, but choose to spend hours doing less important tasks rather than tackling the less enjoyable ones. We've all procrastinated before, right? Days slip by into weeks and then into months. Soon a whole year is gone so quickly. And people stress about not being able to get everything they want to have done completed. People often ask how I manage to get so much done in a short amount of time. In this episode, I am going to share some of my secrets. I begin my day with listing what it is I really need to accomplish. Those are the items that are required to meet customer demands or have a deadline. I use the 3-minute rule and much of Stephen Covey time management course. At the beginning of the day, you want to focus on what can be accomplished in 3 minutes. For example, people will say, how do you manage to keep your house so clean? It's because I use it, put it away. So for example, if you use deodorant in the morning and you put it away instead of letting it sit on the sink or countertop, it only takes an extra 2 seconds to put it back. So when you use something in the bathroom, always put it back in its place as soon as you've finished using it. You will never experience a messy bathroom. It essentially takes little to no extra time to do that. Then when you clean the bathroom surfaces, there's nothing to put away. And guess what? It takes 3 minutes to clean a bathroom surface from start to finish. The same is for the kitchen. When you eat dinner, do the dishes immediately afterwards. Think about it. How hard is it to rinse and wash a cup, plate, spoon, fork, and pan? Then either wash and dry them or place them in the dishwasher. 3 minutes for one set, 5 minutes for 2 sets, or 3 minutes if 2 people are helping. 3 minutes when 4 people are helping. It takes 3 minutes to dust 2 pieces of furniture, 3 minutes to vacuum a rug or collect the trash in the bathroom or kitchen, 3 minutes to go through the mail and put it where it belongs, pay the bill pile or the recycle pile. If you pay bills online, then this is normally not an issue for you. When working with clients to help them reduce stress, the morning routine to get to work is where we begin. You can save time in the morning by making coffee at home. You set it up the night before, then it is just a push of a button in the morning, or the timer can turn on the coffee maker for you. Getting the coffee maker ready takes how long? Yep, you guessed it. 3 minutes or less. Sounds simple, but putting the strategy into place can be challenging. At the end of a long workday, people tend to order delivery, eat quickly, leave everything sit on a table to hurry off for the next event. Sports practice or dance lessons for the children, meetings, volunteering, out to walk the dog, or go to a second job. The list of accomplishments in the evening can become very long. Here are some of the statements people have said to me. I am so tired when I get home, I can barely move. In fact, that was a statement from a 30-year-old man who works in an office environment from 8 to 5. When I hear a comment like that, I often wonder, who answers the door for the takeout delivery? Who gets up to go to the bathroom for you? These incredibly tired people can get up and run to the fridge time after time, answer the door, sit up to eat and drink, but cannot wash a dish or pick up dirty clothes off the floor because it is not tiredness. It is a mindset. The honest truth of the situation is, this man's eating habits are so debilitating, no wonder he can barely move. No water, just soda. No fruits or vegetables, just fast food. No exercise, just a computer and video games. He should be tired. His body is giving up on him because it needs nutrition. Once again, we are back to the 3-minute rule. It takes less than 15 seconds to drink 10, maybe even 12 ounces of water. There is no excuse for not having time to consume water. It only takes seconds to consume it, and at the end of the day, it totals up to less than 3 minutes to drink 100 ounces or more. I often hear, I have no time to cook healthy stuff. Well, why cook? You can eat an orange for breakfast, an apple, a kiwi, banana. There's no cooking required. Eat a handful of raw organic nuts, raisins, dried cranberries. Once again, no cooking required. Excuses and complaining actually take longer than doing these tasks. Stress happens when people feel overwhelmed. Without some water and nutrition, focusing and thinking clearly can become more difficult. It also impedes physical health. A task that usually would take an hour can take much longer due to a person's inability to fully focus and concentrate. Many of us have experienced the situation as well. At some point in our lives, we did not get an appropriate night's sleep, or there were sirens blaring next door for an emergency. It happens to us all. The difference becomes when it becomes a daily routine for you not to get a full night's sleep, drink appropriate amounts of water, or lack nutrition. You can use the 3-minute rule for any task. 1 minute deep breathing, 1 minute jumping up and down, 1 minute planking, and then get on with your day. You just spent 3 minutes doing something to improve your body. It was not the perfect workout, but better than nothing, and it took 3 minutes. Now let's move on to a different type of time management strategy. When you have the chance sometime, check out Stephen Covey's Time Management Pyramid. The basis for making decisions and what to do with time is based upon governing values. Who are you and what do you believe? This foundation is the reason for time management success, and it helps you to say no when asked to do something that does not align with your values. So for example, a friend asks you to join them on a last-minute weekend trip to the beach. You've already told your great uncle you would help him clean the chimney and prepare for cold weather. Tough decision? Well, not really. If your governing value is to always be impeccable with your word, then it's easy to say no. If your governing value is never say no to an opportunity to travel when it is presented to you, the answer is yes. Then you call to explain to the relative and reschedule. No stress occurs for either person when making this decision. It only becomes stressful for people who do not know or follow their own set of governing values. This is a hard truth, but is so unbelievably important. If you do not manage your time on your terms, someone else will do it for you. This is the major reason people cannot get tasks completed and often feel stressed out over it. Here is another example about Joe and Marty. Joe is the neighbor and he comes over to chat. Most people do not want to be rude and tell Joe that they can't talk right now. But there is a kind way to handle things. Hey Joe, I would love to catch up, but I need to get the lawn finished, get a shower, and be out of here by 1 o'clock. Did you need help with anything urgently? Or will tomorrow be a good time to get back with you? That is fact-based, honest, and there is nothing rude about the statement. You own your time. People feel like they have to give it away to others at the drop of a hat. You see, Joe employs a lawn service, and essentially he may not care if your lawn gets mowed, and someone else's time commitments may not cross his mind at all, knowing that you need to leave at 1 o'clock. He does not have anything demanding to do at that period of time, so he automatically assumes that you do not either, that you do not have a time frame. Marty, the guy mowing the lawn, knows his governing values. Saturday morning outdoor maintenance is important to him, as well as family commitments. But what if Marty did not know how to manage his time? For this purpose, let's assume that the grass does not get done. Now, perhaps his spouse is upset with him, or his niece is disappointed that he did not show up like he promised to the soccer tournament. Marty will then feel pressured and stressed and feel like he cannot make everybody happy and get everything done, all because he freely gave his time away instead of making choices based upon his governing values. Marty does not get any more hours in his day than Joe. Each of them just manages time differently. Marty's lawn is always beautiful. He shows up when he says he will. Joe's lawn always looks beautiful, and he does the same thing. Shows up when he says he will. Marty takes control of his precious time. Joe chooses to hire a lawn service, and then he has more spare time than Marty on Saturday morning. But neither of these men are wrong in their approach to home maintenance or managing time. It is just different. But the lesson in this example is that Joe can impose a time detriment on Marty by coming over to chat for a while if Marty allows it to happen. At this point, I think we can all agree that having someone stop by to chat, whether it's at the office or at home or in the grocery store, people want to talk. You give them your time freely, and then you run behind the entire rest of the day, feel overwhelmed and stressed by the time you make it home. Then there is another situation I hear often, that some people are just naturally better at time management. And that is true. And some people are more motivated than others. You see, I've had time management skills ingrained from childhood, so it does come more naturally to me than others. But every person can learn a new strategy. I can say that very confidently because children, for example, all walks of life and natural abilities can learn the alphabet, how to add, subtract, write, and adults can learn to speak a foreign language or learn an entirely new vocation. Managing time may come easy to some, but it can be learned and applied by everyone. Let's talk about handling the trash, for example. I do not think that I know anyone personally who loves to gather and take out the trash. But it is a weekly chore. People just do it because it needs to be done. The most compelling reason to handle it in a timely manner is because the trash collector is coming that day or the next day, or the trash is developing an unpleasant odor. So that one normally gets handled in the household. But the laundry police, they're not coming. And neither are the bathroom inspectors or the dust bunny examiners. Therefore, these chores can go until something occurs requiring immediate attention. So here are just some examples to help you get a start if you need help with time management. List 3 chores that only take 3 minutes for Monday. For example, dust the picture frames in the living room, wipe off the counter in the main bathroom, clean out 1 shelf in the fridge. Tuesday, fold or hang up laundry for 3 minutes. Handle another shelf in the fridge. Sanitize a toilet. So on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, 9 minutes apiece. Let's say it's stretched into 10, so in 20 minutes you were able to accomplish all that in 2 days. Wednesday, vacuum the worst floor in the house. Then fold or hang up laundry for 3 minutes. Handle another shelf in the fridge, and then go do what you are planning to do with your evening. On Thursday, wipe out the kitchen sink, clean the bathroom mirror, put anything that's out of place back where it belongs. Each of these tasks, 3 minutes apiece. Friday, make a list of the 5 chores you will start and finish tomorrow. Wash the laundry, fold the laundry, put away the laundry. Handle another shelf in the fridge, and handle 5 pieces of paperwork on the file by pile stack. Either recycle them or file it in a folder with an appropriate label so you can find it again when you need it. Saturday, vacuum another floor area. Dust the furniture in the living room. Strip the sheets from the bed, launder them, and after it is dry, put it back on the bed. Following this simple outline for chores helps you manage taking care of everything in your house, but not setting aside 2, 3, 4 hours to clean the house. Handle anything that you have time for, especially while you are on your feet when you first arrive home, so that it's taken care of. Then you can sit down and relax or go off to your evening event. Sunday, well, I didn't forget about Sunday. It's fun day. Relax. Your 3 chores can simply be exercising for 3 minutes, write a brief note in a card, address it, stamp it, and mail it, or concentrate on the things in your life for which you are grateful and do it for 3 minutes. You decide what happens with your time, especially the time you spend away from your employer. Life is short. Do the things you enjoy, because time is the only gift you can never get back. Here is your call to action. Concentrate on what needs to be done that day, not sometime. Most people can get the requirements for that day completed prior to noon. Manage your expectations for what can be accomplished in that period of time. The next thing is the social media trap. Facebook, Instagram, email. Try scheduling a time to check them. Maybe email, check it at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m. Facebook, unless it is for business, turn off your notifications, especially if you are someone with a personality that is easily distracted. Keep your attention on the task at hand, because you are working for a reason. You are either working for a paycheck, working toward a college degree, working to accomplish a task for someone else. If you cannot ignore social media, it may be an indication that there is a deeper issue underlying. The most important people in the world manage their time. It's what makes them successful. Imagine you have a family and a full-time job, yet you are trying to earn a degree online in your spare time. You manage that time with the support of your family and friends so you can accomplish that goal. So let's take 3 minutes of our time to think about what is happening in our daily routine that we can eliminate, reduce, or rearrange to stop feeling all of that stress and pressure because our time is not properly managed. You can do this. You've accomplished many things in your life. Just give yourself a chance and take control of your own time on your terms. Until next time, wishing you the very best.